Hey guys, welcome back. It's Betty here, and this is another video on another thing that I experienced with being a stay-at-home mom. So I have had over the years people ask my fiance and I, why am I not working? First of all, a lot of these questions are coming from people who have kids, and a lot of them are coming from people who've had kids and people who had not gotten an opportunity to stay at home with their own children. Well, first and foremost, I stay at home with the kids because daycare is really expensive. Now, I know you can get government help for daycare, but at the same time, we live in a world where a lot of children are getting mistreated at daycares. So we as a parent, which is just our opinion, are a little bit not scared, but we're a little bit skeptical about where we put our children. It's a weird world we live in because in my mind, I kind of sometimes feel like my kids would be taken care of better if I'm paying out of pocket. Now, I've never done the daycare thing through the government. I believe in New York it's called Head Start, but out here I don't really know what it's called where I live currently. So it's a little bit I don't know. I feel like you get better service with anything you do when it's coming out of pocket. So I could be wrong too. It could be like a daycare you pay for and someone like is walking on your child, because like I'm so sick of seeing people mistreating people's children at anything. It could be school, daycares, bullies, it don't matter what it is. It's so sad, this world we live in, and it's a scary world we live in. I recently found out, and I don't know if other moms know this, but there's some daycares that allow you to watch your child while you're not there. Like, for instance, you'll be at work or wherever you are, you're not in the daycare, but you have a website or a cam in your phone and you can watch your child while you're doing whatever you're doing and the child's in daycare. Some daycares have this, not all. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys know about this or if your kids are a part of this. But basically, yeah, back to what we were talking about. I have people that question why we do what we do, and you know, yes, in reality, the money would be great if I was working and my fiance was working, but at the same time, it's like I would be working. I'm in the process of getting my career, and the only job that you could say I could do now is probably retail. So retail already doesn't pay that much. So retail would cause me to only be paying for daycare, and none of that money I make will be going into other things that's necessary for the house, which is food, electricity, any other bills that I could be paying. I could be helping out with other things, but I can't because all that money is going to $800 a month for daycare, and I have 2 kids. So I don't get why some people ask that stupid question, you know, as if they don't know. And not to be cruel, or not that I have anything against government help. I don't at all. I've used it in the past and it has been helpful. But my main thing is like, why do people feel the need to question things that I do just because I'm not doing something they did? You know, what if I don't want to follow that route? What if I feel like I'm perfectly capable of taking care of my kids and I don't want to go through the hassle of getting government assistance? It's not easy, guys. Like, you have, depending on what state you are, it's not easy. And I've had experiences where I've had to pull teeth to freaking get that, and we really needed it. So it's so hard to get that kind of help out here. But it's sad. Like, it's really sad. I know every mother would love to be with their kids. Well, not every mother, because some mothers do love to work. I love to freaking work, and that's another thing we're gonna get to. But I know some mothers would love to be home with their kids and still make money, like still bring money in for your family, you know, at the end of the day. I've been working since I was 18. I love to work, but I had to make that decision for the both of us. You know, we tried it before twice. There was a time before where we were both working at the same job, and the person that was babysitting my oldest son stopped babysitting my child. So what ended up happening is that one of us had to stop working, and I felt like I was more closer to the child. At the end of the day, I'm the mother, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna stay home and watch my son. My kid's father, my fiance, he is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful dad. Him and the kids is like they are great with him, and he's great with them, and he could have done it as well and stay home. But at the same time, you know, I just felt it would have been norm or much better for me to just stay with my son at the time, my oldest son. So fast forward, that didn't work out. The second time around, we did an opportunity where he was working day. No, I was working day, or was he working day? I was working day, he was working night. So that alone was stressful. So basically I would have to have my son in the nighttime, and during the daytime he would be with my son while I go to work, and yet he works nights, so he's not getting any sleep. So that already was not working out, and we were doing it for like a full 5 days. So that, you already know, was harsh. So we've actually tried. It's not like we didn't try this before. We've tried, and it seems like no matter which state you in, daycare is still pretty expensive, because we left New York. New York is an expensive state, and we left New York to move to Pennsylvania, and we still saw, with the amount of income that you can make with PA, you know, the hourly you can make out in PA, it's still expensive to have daycare. And it seems like everybody is on government assistance. It's not everyone, but the people that I knew, more so the people that I knew, was on government assistance. So it just bothers me when people just assume that I'm just living this rich life, or I'm living this carefree, I don't want to work, I'm a lazy B word. Not that anyone's ever told me that, but the way people talk to me and talk to my fiance, it's as if we are choosing a life that is not good for us, or we think we're too good for something, when it's the total opposite. Like, nobody knows me more than I know myself, and nobody knows me more than my family of my immediate family knows myself. Like, I love to work. I've always worked. I've always had a job. I just had to do this for us to grow, for us to build that empire, you know? And it sickens me when people have a thought or an idea and just automatically assume, or I don't know if it could be that, or if it really is jealousy. I'm not saying everyone is jealous that they don't have the opportunity to stay home with their child, but at the same time, just keep your comments to yourself. Like, just keep your thoughts to your negative thoughts to yourself, and stop and think, you know, yeah, I've been through it. Daycare is expensive. Even if you didn't get a chance to see how daycare was expensive because you got vouchers, at least have sympathy for the ones who can't get daycare. That's one. You know, it's not like I can, like, you know, certain things is not possible to everybody. Understand that. Someone can make a lot of money, and you can still, depending on where you live, not get something. So don't automatically assume that what you can get, I can get. It never works like that. So I've been dealing with that. It's been like that for years, where I am battling people who misjudge who we are as a family and think that we are snotty. I don't know if it's because we're millennials or whatever it is, but we are doing the right thing for us. At the end of the day, you know what's right for your family. You know what's right for your kids. You know what's gonna make you reach your goal. And if that means having to take away all that negativity and shoving it, you know, down, like I was about to say, oh my god, if it means having to shove that negativity someplace else, then you must do it, because at the end of the day, someone is always gonna have a problem with something you do. No matter what it is, someone's gonna have a problem with it. Like, even if I chose to put my kids in a daycare that I was paying for, and I told somebody how much I was paying for it, they'd be like, oh, that's way too much money. I've had people tell me in the past that when I found a daycare, right, and I'd come up to someone that I know and I'd be like, yo, I found a daycare, this is how much it is, it's very nice, and I think we're gonna get it, they would literally tell me, why would you do that when you could just get free government help? And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, I don't like to abuse the system. Like, government help is there for people who really honestly needs it. So when people do things like that, it makes you sad, because it's like, why do I have to succumb myself? Why must I put myself at a certain level when that help can go to somebody else and I could just easily use my money? Like, what's wrong with paying for your own stuff? I don't get it. Like, you know, if you have the money, do that. You know, I mean, maybe there is people in this world that's actually living off of government help and not paying and saving up their money, you know, because I never used to understand how people could like have so much help, you know, when someone else could really need it, and yet, you know, in the meantime you could be saving your money. You know, like for instance, I'm not sure how Section 8 works for, but like for people who have Section 8, you could easily just save up your money, you know, whatever the situation is, and better yourself in the future, grow, you know, so that you can get off of that and let it go off to the next person who really need it, you know? Like, it's just, I don't know, like, growing up as a child, and this is an experience, I'm not saying this is honestly true, this is just what I see. Growing up as a child, you know, they used to make fun of people on welfare, and they used to, you would literally see someone and you would know that they have, you know, government assistance, and they would be wearing Jordans and like different type of name brand stuff, and it was a weird situation. Like, growing up, like, I would see that, and then like me with a single parent that's struggling and can't get that kind of help, I'm wearing like rundown stuff, hand-me-downs, holy stuff, and it just it's something that never made sense to me as a kid growing up. So it was until I was an adult and I got to have my own family and to see how the system is so fucked up. You know, it's just, there's people out here who really needed it. Like, I've applied for stuff and been denied for stuff in life, and it's like, I really needed this, you know? And it's just, I don't know, maybe it's America. I don't really know, guys. I'm definitely moving to like Canada or Denmark or something. Oh god. But yeah, I just really needed to make this video. I needed to like talk about something else that I'm going through, because I feel like other people could be going through this too. Like, the last video I posted about mothers suffering from social anxiety is real, guys. Like, there's people that I know that it's going through that. So there's not much people talking about it too. That's another thing. So I just wanted to come and make these to help some of us out there. You know, I'm not gonna be a stay-at-home mom forever unless like I'm making like $1 million a year or something, but I would never do this for forever. But I just wanted to share like how I'm taking things and how I'm, you know, making the best of a situation. Look at my bun, guys. I made a bun today. So I just wanted to like, oh, what's this? Oh no, I had something in my mouth that's on my face this whole time. Oh no, I had a lot of stuff. So I just wanted to come and make this video. Excuse the dirt and stuff that was on my, it's actually not dirt, what the hell? I was eating something. I was eating something that had cheese in it, so that's why it was on my face just now. Oh my goodness. But yeah, thank you guys so much if you stay to the end of this video for watching this video. You know, I hope this is helping people out there. There's a lot of more things that I'm going through as a stay-at-home mom that I will probably talk about, you know, and maybe it'll help broaden the eyes of people, you know, because no one knows what it's like to be in your shoes at the end of the day, you know. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. You know, I am on a keto journey, so there is always going to be a video up for you guys to see. Am I out of focus? Yes. So I definitely want you guys to have a wonderful end of the week. If I don't come back, I'm not sure. I post stuff all the time, but I don't say when, but just know I post every week. So have a wonderful week, everybody, and I want you guys to stay beautiful. Love yourself and never give up on what you do.